grant writer, Superior Shelbie, and I'm so blessed to have you here live with me. Okay, in this live stream, we're actually going to go over, procrastination. Yesterday's live stream, we talked about the importance of consistency. I told you that on Sunday, at Sunday's church, we were talking about consistency, and I felt it in my spirit, okay, that I should bring that conversation over. Y'all know I'm a Christian. I don't play that. So whatever God puts on my spirit, I have to bring it to you. So yesterday we had a really good conversation. If you are joining me on live, I want to say thank you so much for joining me live. Sorry, I'm a little bit late, friend. I had a consultation. Okay. So yes, we had to help our friend out. And then also, if you are watching this live stream after I have recorded it, I want to say thank you so much for clicking on this live stream, on this video. This video is going to be one for the books like they usually are. But if you are having a serious challenge with procrastination, you don't understand exactly why you're procrastinating, you're waiting to the last minute to get things done, I'm going to give you 5 really good tips on how to get over that. And then also, we're going to have our own kumbaya. We're going to have a conversation, okay? Now, I'm sorry, y'all, if I look a little rugged, all right? I was outside running around doing all kind of stuff because I have a really big day tomorrow, a big day in business. So your girl's doing big things. I told you I'm pushing myself, and so I've been like just running around trying to prepare myself for that. So yes, I'm a little bit hot, but we're gonna get through this day. So make sure you like the live stream as you are coming in, so that way the YouTube algorithm can push out this information to all of our other entrepreneur friends who are interested in knowing how to actually push through procrastination. Okay, so I'm going to bring up my YouTube studio, get some of these scam likely things like comments and stuff out of here, and make sure we are moderating our comment section so that way the real friends can get in here and start talking. Okay, so thank you so much for joining. How have you guys been? I hope your Monday was really good and productive. My Monday was very productive. Today so far is super productive. I have so much going on today, and tomorrow I have a super busy day too. So I can't wait to share with you guys like what I'm doing and stuff for business. All right, and then of course, I have created some slides for us to go over. So get ready to screenshot. Also, don't forget on Friday, I'm having my 25K grant walkthrough. We are going to actually apply to the $25,000 Distill grant together. And if that's something you're interested in, I have limited spots available. It's $20, and all you have to do is text hashtag 25K to my number. Ultimately, you can simply just text hashtag grants to my number, which is 855-731-1487. Okay. All right. So I hope you're all doing well. Okay. Reports. And okay, there we go. Let me see. Bear with me, y'all. So I can clean up everything. I know all of these report. Hey, Jay Brittany. Hey, Dennis. Hey, Puma Co. I hope all is well. All right, so I'm getting through these comments. Okay. I've been like running around. I've been doing some real estate stuff earlier, so I've been really running around. So I'm actually calming down right now. All right, let me see. Okay. and then we will moderate everything. So let's see, the chat should be clear. What else are y'all saying before we get started? Is that it? Hello, how was everyone today? How are you? I hope I had to clear up these now let me refresh my thing. All right, so we're going to get into the, I'm so sorry for taking up your time. That literally took 4 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay. So, procrastination versus being proactive. That you've seen the thumbnail. That's right. That's what we're going to go over. Let me go over the 5 tips to help you out with pushing through. Procrastination honestly is like not a normal thing. It's not normal. It's not normal. But believe it or not, a lot of people operate in procrastination. Being proactive is definitely going to help you be more effective and productive. Not just productive, but effective as well, right? You can be doing things, but are you being effective? Are you getting them done correctly, right? So being proactive would actually help you with that. You know that you are increasing in your or you're being proactive, or you are like things are moving forward and you're growing in this area when you are doing things like ironing your clothes and preparing for the day before. Like naturally though, you understand? But it does take practice. Practice makes perfect. We talked about that yesterday, and it takes consistency. So let's go over some 5 tips. First off, I want to talk about exactly what procrastination is. We'll talk about the reasons for why it's so detrimental to your startup. And then I'll give you the 5 tips, and then, we'll have the floor for questions and concerns. Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and bring up my slides. Y'all know I got some slides. All right. So let's get into it, because this is going to be good information. Now, we're not going to take up too much time because I got a lot to do today. So we're going to get through it, and y'all just talk in the chat, ask your questions, okay? All right, so 5 tips to stop procrastinating. This is the CEO edition. This is only for bosses. Bosses only, okay? Bosses only. So the first one, okay, we're going to talk about what procrastination is. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing important tasks, often choosing short-term comfort over long-term gain. Even when we know completing the task is crucial to our success. Procrastination is when you are more so focused on instant gratification versus the long-term gain and success. And a lot of people procrastinate simply because they are looking for that instant gratification. So you wait until the last minute, especially when it comes down to grants. You wait until the last minute to apply for a grant, but then you do it with the intentions of looking for a win, right? You feel like you are supposed to win the grant because you have actually applied for it before the deadline. Well, no, that's not the best way to go about it. Believe it or not, when we're talking about grants, it's actually best that you apply to the grant. It comes out, because a lot of the time, come first serve. Yeah. So if you decide that you want to wait until the last minute to submit the grant application, you're not even giving yourself a chance at winning, for real. One of the grants, especially the 25K grant, the Distill grant that we're going over on Friday, it says the sooner you submit the grant application, the better, because they are accepting grant applications on a rolling basis up until September 30th. But if you procrastinate, you'll miss out on the opportunity. Matter of fact, people still know that procrastination is not what's best for them, but they still go ahead and do it because they're looking for the instant gratification of something. And when they don't get that instant gratification, then they just chuck it up. You understand? Like, okay, like I don't care about it. Where really, you know that it's crucial to your success. You know that it is crucial to your success to get things done and to be more proactive. Instead, you still procrastinate thinking that you do it later. But really, that's not the best ways to go about doing anything, especially when you are doing a startup. Imagine somebody paid you $1,000 to perform a service or provide a product, and you wait until the last minute. You will not get good reviews, especially if you are doing something like wedding planning. or event planning. And say you're a person that bakes cakes, right, for events. And you wait until the last minute, the day of that birthday party, the day of the baby shower, the day of the wedding to actually do the cake. One, it's going to cost you in so much time. Two, the cake might not even turn out right because you procrastinated. And that is a crucial moment for your success. So when the person gets their wedding cake on their special day and they see that their cake is falling apart simply because you weren't proactive, right? Because you procrastinated on it. Now the whole entire like that is for some brides that could be very like traumatic for them. You don't know how people emotions are. So then they get online on social media, they start talking about how you procrastinated, how you waited to the last minute, how your services are not good. Oh, you ever heard somebody say, I feel like this is rushed. I feel like this food is rushed. It tastes like it's rushed. Right? I feel like it's rushed. Or I feel like you rushed my hair. That's why my hair didn't come out right. And I know you've most likely been in a situation where you felt like somebody rushed your services and rushed your products. You don't want to be that person on the other side who's providing that service and product and you make your customers feel like it was rushed, because guess what? People with this social media, people will get on social media and they will literally do a full review on you. And you think these people don't have all these followers? Honey, especially with TikTok is one social media platform that has shown me that you can have less than 1,000 followers and still go viral. Somebody will talk about how they feel like you rushed their chicken and wings plate and the chicken wasn't fried all the way thoroughly. And then they got sick. And then they telling people not to go to you no more. And then you around here saying, oh, I need funding simply because, oh, I need funding so I could put it into my marketing. When really, no, you just need to tighten up on your procrastination and be proactive. You need to optimize your time. You need to make sure you are actually showing up before ahead of time to make sure things don't go the wrong way. This is procrastination. Procrastination is the act of delaying or postponing important task, often choosing short-term comfort over long-term gain. You sitting there watching Netflix, watching Love Island, Love is Blind, Love and Hip Hop, Love and Whoever. Okay. You sitting there watching that. That's the short term instant gratification, that comfort that I'm talking about. You choosing that right now over your long term, over the long term gain. You know you got to prepare your services and products for the following day or for your customers. Instead, you want to sit and you want to watch Netflix. Procrastination, don't do it. It's not what's best for you. All right, so let's talk about also why this hurts your startup. Okay. So the first reason why I have 4 bullet points. It says missed opportunities. You miss out on grants, investors, and pitch decks. They have deadlines. Your delaying preparation can literally cost you money. Grants, investment, capital opportunities, and pitch decks all have a deadline. Everything has a deadline. But delaying preparation can literally cost you money. It's costing you money by you procrastinating and you not optimizing your time. It's costing you money. Slows growth. Procrastination stops momentum. Startups grow fast when decisions and actions are taken even faster. I've said this once before, and I'll say it again. Mentor, success loves urgency. Success loves urgency. When you first start a business, you get this butterfly feeling, literally talking about your business that you're starting on almost every day because you are so excited about it. You want to ride off of that momentum. Don't allow that fire that you have burning inside to die down. Don't allow it to. Because then procrastination will creep in and then your growth will be slower. And remember, startups grow fast when decisions and actions are taken even faster. Destroys confidence and credibility when you're procrastinating. Being unprepared makes you look unprofessional and can make potential partners deny future opportunities. Professionalism is something that is very much need to be taught amongst my Black American people. Um, and maybe that's another conversation for another day. But it's important for you to show up professionally and do good business. And being procrastinating is not going to allow you to do that. Creates chronic stress. Last minute scrambles lead to anxiety, messy execution, and burnout. Not smart CEO behavior, friend. Yes, chronic stress for sure. All that stressing you doing. All right, so let's break it down. Number one, here are the 5 tasks. We're going to go over the 5 tips to stop procrastination to help you get through this, friend. Okay, I'm here for you. Break it down. Number one, break it down. Micro task. Instead of saying work on the pitch deck, break it into smaller steps like the outline slide, find images, etc. Small task feels less overwhelming and easier to start. Okay, yesterday I talked about is done. Get it's actually a cuss word, so it's black and bubbles. It's called Get SHIT Done. Okay, but this book gives you the exercises. It's going to help you break down all of your tasks and micro. Yes, it will help you with optimizing your time. You must put yourself on a time limit on things that you are actually getting done. So that way you can be able to have time and freedom for yourself. And also you can have like time to be able to prep and do whatever you need to do. I'll give you an example. If you are doing a food truck, when you pull up to your parking space or you go to your food truck, you need a certain time that within the first like hour or 2 hours of the day or before you open that allows you to prep. So you need to put yourself on a time limit. It should not take you over that 2 hour window to prep and do all the cutting of the fruits, vegetables, and whatever the case may be for your food truck. In addition to that, the next thing is getting your operating systems going. Turn that generator on, all of that good stuff. How long does it, what's the window? How long does it take for you to actually open up? Turn the lights on. You know what I mean? Turn the light on the open sign on. Is that like 10 minutes? These tasks you need to be writing down so you can stay on top of it. You can also be able to track like on those days when it didn't take you a full 2 hours to do prep, it actually took you 1 hour. And when you've gotten down to 1 hour, maybe you can get down to 30 minutes and allowing you to open up earlier so that way you can be able to bring in more clientele. You understand? But break it down in micro tasks. It's not going to be so overwhelming for you. All right. Some of you all are like, I got to get a website done. Well, let's break down the website thing. If you know that is a task that you need to get done in your business development process, cool. You have your website. Cool. You need to have a website. First thing you need to do, get a domain. The domain name is at www.mycompany.com. So you need to purchase your domain. Okay. Once you purchase your task, you need to set up your business email address. Then another micro task. Then you need to, I don't know, create your free website using GoDaddy or Wix.com. Or another micro task could be, what do you actually want your website to look like? What do you want to have on it? What do you want the wording to say? Down so you don't overwhelm yourself. Because trying to create a website all in one day, overwhelming. Okay. All right. So let's go to number 2. Number 2, schedule lines. This is a really big one. Schedule and stick to deadlines. Very, very important. Block time on your calendar like it's a paid appointment. Treat your business work session with the same respect you treat meetings with clients. Schedule and stick to deadlines. You need to schedule, even if you work a 9 to 5, you need to schedule yourself on your in your business. Remember, we talked about this yesterday. I said if you work to a 9 to 5, you could do 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. And that could be your development time. You can be going to the gym, listening to podcasts, listening to getting done with, let's say, what a skill development webinar, right? Skill development is pretty much those classes that you take to learn how to actually do what you're doing in your market. All right, sell that product or provide that service. So the first 2 hours of the day can help you with gaining that knowledge and getting through those webinars. You get off of work at 5 o'clock. Then you have 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. where you can actually be open up shop. Being open up, you can actually post on social media. You can reach out to people through LinkedIn, connect yourself with different people in some of those educational groups and community groups you are part of through Facebook and school. Okay. So, yes, create a schedule for yourself. And when you start gaining momentum, then you're going to revise as time moves on. Okay. All right. Number 3, use the 2-minute rule. So if you don't know what the 2-minute rule is, it says if it takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. That's what that means. Send that email, update that bio, upload the document. That small moves equals big momentum. If it takes less than 2 minutes, please do it right now. If it takes time, then schedule it. I'll say it again. If rule is if it takes 2 minutes, do it. There are some grants that I talk about here on live on YouTube that only take you less than 2 minutes to submit the grant, but y'all still wait until the deadline date, or you don't. You miss out on the whole opportunity because you procrastinated. Missed out on money, literally cost you $10,000. Application was less than 2 minutes. If it takes 2 minutes, then do it. How would you know the application takes 2 minutes? Go through the application. Because that's one of the greatest grant writing tips I can give you. Go through the application first, see what the application is asking for on the grant application, so you can prepare your answers before you even submit the application. If it took you a couple seconds just to go through the application and skim through it, and you see, oh, okay, they're not even really asking questions. They're just asking, what is my business mission and what would I use the money for? If you know that it can take you 2 minutes to complete that, then complete the grant. If you don't complete the grant right then and there, then it's literally costing you money. Procrastination costs you money if you don't take action right now, friend. Okay. So that's number 3. Use the 2-minute rule. If it takes less than 2 minutes, do it right now. Number 4, step 4, reward discipline, not just results. Yesterday, we talked about what discipline is. Discipline is the act of doing something even when you don't feel like it, you don't emotionally feel like it, but you still got to keep doing, you still got to keep on and do it. Reward the discipline that you put in, not just the results. Celebrate the fact that you showed up and executed even before you see the money. This rewires your brain to crave consistency. Remember, yesterday we talked about what consistency is, right? Yesterday we talked about consistency is practice. It takes practice. Consistency is discipline and persistence. We talked about that yesterday, so you want to take a look at how to build consistency yesterday. When we are talking about helping you with procrastination, for step number 4, we have one more to go, but for step number 4, if you reward the discipline and not just the results, it will really make you feel good at the simple fact that you tried. You ain't even tried, you did it. You kept on pushing. Discipline. Even when you didn't feel like doing it. You know what I mean? If you are a person that's on a diet right now and you're telling yourself, I'm not going to drink coffee every day, right? And you have consistently went to the gym and you did not drink coffee for a full 14 days, and you are craving a coffee and you would like to have a nice coffee, reward yourself, give yourself grace. And guess what? You understand? You are disciplined enough to not have coffee for 14 days. Having one is not going to hurt. You'll get back on it within the next 14 days, or even past 14 days and go now 21 days. You understand? Cool. So reward discipline, not just results. And then number 5. So number 5 says, remember the cost of delaying. Please remember the cost of delaying. What does it mean for you? Actually take the time out to think about, what is this going to cost me emotionally, financially, physically, mentally? What is this going to cost me if I delay this? Like, actually think to yourself. Every time you put something off, ask yourself, what will this cost me if I don't handle it today? Fear of loss is a powerful motivator. Fear of loss is a powerful motivator. Okay? Think about it. What would it cost you if you don't execute, if you don't go get your business bank account today and you put it off to do it later on, and you've been putting it off for the last 3 weeks, 3 months, 6 months, 7 months, friend, it has cost you all 7 months worth of time and potential business credit cards and actual money that you could have gotten for your capital because you waited all the way until this time to get a business bank account. And your excuse was the reason why I didn't get a business bank account is because I don't know which bank to go with. When you got all these banks on every corner in the United States, choose one. Just open up the bank account. Remember the cost of delaying. What does it cost you? Also, think about a time where you've actually procrastinated and it cost you a lot. It cost you in money and it cost you in time. It costs you a lot. And even in physical use. Because now you got this anxiety and you got to do all this extra work. Think about that. All right. So now that we've gotten through the 5, what last minute questions do y'all have? All right. What last minute questions do you have? You can screenshot this. Obviously, you can always book a one-on-one consult, business coaching and grant consultation with me. You text #grants. That's my number. You can screenshot it. And also my website is at the bottom, superchargemybusiness.com. I have some really good testimonials there. Okay. All right. So I feel like we went through some really good information. I told you I wasn't for too long today because I have things I have to do. Okay. And I'm kind of running on my own time. Right. I'm doing my best. I'm not procrastinating. I have things that I have actually put into place for today. I'm on a time limit with everything. So what questions do you guys have? Become the researcher. Absolutely. This is very direct, very short, very simple. When you know that you have so many things that you need to get done, it's best that you actually create a spreadsheet. Put everything online. Create a spreadsheet. Create a spreadsheet and list out all the tasks that you need to do. Once you have done that, then what you can do is put them, like you can color code them, right? You can do time blocks, whatever. Doing a spreadsheet and having a spreadsheet full of things that you know you need to do instead of writing it down on a legal pad and looking at it and it creates anxiety. Well, doing this on a spreadsheet is going to allow you to, first of all, navigate easily. So you'll put everything on a spreadsheet in column A. So column A will be what you have to do, your task for your business. Column B would be like, let's say, the time it will take you to get it done. Matter of fact, no, column B can be that color coded part where, I'm a spreadsheet girly, color coded, and it can be blue, green, and red. Red would be like it's a hard task. Blue would be it's like medium, is not really, it just kind of time consuming, but it's not a hard task at all. And then green would be it's super easy, like you can get it done. You're going to color code them, have a color code in column B. Column C is where you are going to put the time that it takes. The time that it takes. Column D is where you are going to put any documents that is needed or that is necessary for this particular task. So if it's going to open up a business bank account, put in column D, what are the documents that you need to have to best prepare you for that task? Okay. Create a spreadsheet because that is going to help you out. Once you have created the overall small business startup spreadsheet, to-do list task, right? Whatever you want to call it. Once you created it, then you want to create, like at the Google Sheets, you can just like add more. So you create another spreadsheet and then you will have your own dedicated spreadsheet. Maybe I should create this for y'all. I'm saying all of this. Maybe I should just create it and then I'll just put it on Etsy and you guys buy it for like $10. Would you buy it? Because I'll put it together for you. I'll put the whole spreadsheet situation together for you. You just let me know. This is going to help you out with time optimization. For real. For real, for real. That would be great. Nikki says, "Hey, Nikki, welcome in. Thank you so much, Ashley. Yeah, I'll just sell it for $10 because I just stopped in my tracks and I'm like, what are the chances of you actually going to actually do it? So I'll create the entire template for you. What you need to do is go in there and input your task. Simple. Yeah, I think I might just go ahead and create it because I'll just sell it for like $9-10. That makes sense. Okay. It's not going to be anything physical. It's going to be all digital. So if you have an iPad, it's going to be very easy to access, even if you have your phone. But it's something that you'll be able to access through Google Sheets, and it'll have everything there for you. On the second one, is going to be where you would list your 5 tasks for the day that you need to get done. You don't want to go over 5 tasks. Some people do 3, but nah, y'all are smarter than that. So we're going to do 5 tasks. 5 things to get done. That's going to be that spreadsheet. What you would do is you would choose 2 of the red tasks from the original spreadsheet, and you will bring it over to 5 tasks that need to be done. And this will be calendar based. What we're creating here is that by the end of the week, you'll be able to see how many red tasks you were able to get done, how many green tasks, how many tasks you were able to get done by the end of the week. That satisfaction of being able to see how much you got done for your startup and small business, that's where the reward comes in. You were disciplined. You did it. And it's going to motivate you to keep going. All right. All right. So that's been the questions. What do y'all have? Hi, I need a grant to start a business. Hey, Amoy. Okay, awesome. Well, make sure you have a business plan. We talked about this last time when you were on my live stream yesterday or the day before yesterday. I think it was Saturday or today. So yeah, you've actually stated that you needed a grant. I hope you watched my grant playlist. My grant playlist, right? So how to apply to grants, grant masterclass. There we go. Grant masterclass playlist is on my YouTube channel. I hope that you watched it because it gives you a lot of insight, friend. What did I say? I need to discipline myself for my business. Yep. Because if you don't business, it depends on you. So you understand. And you don't need to put pressure on yourself and say, you just need to do one step at a time. It takes time to build discipline. You understand? That's why I said some of y'all are actually like really struggling with discipline. And what you should do is pray for the willpower to develop your discipline. You have to actually pray for it. It's a skill. It's a gift. People out here have strong will. I have strong will. When I say I'm not going to do it no more, I trust and believe I'm not going to do it no more. When I say I'm not going to that place anymore, you will never see me in that place, set foot in that place ever again. When I say that I'm not something, I promise you, I'm not going to do it. Good memories though. But yeah, it's hard to work full time and have a business at the same time. Absolutely not. It's not. And the more, Nikki, you keep telling yourself that it's actually hard, the more you are going to, you never use the word hard. Challenge, maybe, but you accept the challenge because you wanted to become an entrepreneur. But never say that it's hard. And mind you, the Lord will never put more on you that you can't bear. And this is the truth. So no, it's not hard. If you work a 9 to 5 from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., you have that 2-hour window of you being able to be proactive for your business. Even if you are getting your kids ready for school, listen to a podcast, get through those webinars that you paid for back in 2020, whatever the case may be, so you can learn and develop your skill. Also listen to a YouTube video so you can learn more about how to perform your product and service and how to be more effective and efficient. Time optimization is the challenge that you are actually having because you believe it's like, oh, I have to work this 9 to 5. This 9 to 5 puts a lot on me physically. I used to work in nursing. I worked in nursing homes. I also worked in the emergency room. I also worked in different hospitals. I used to do that, but I also did still run my own business too at the same time. 12-hour shifts. 12-hour shifts. Not 9 to 5, not 8 hours, 12-hour shifts. And we're talking night shift, 7 p to 7 a.m. The strength to have to stay up during the day. I probably get collectively about 4 hours of sleep a day. But I was productive 20 hours out of the day. I didn't complain about it because I was determined. I was determined. I pray that the Lord give me strength and the energy to focus on my business. I don't want people thinking that I am a failure or I can't accomplish anything. Who cares about what people think? And I understand that you are, I understand where that mindset comes from. You understand? Because I'm from the United States. So I used to think that way. I don't want people to judge me. I don't want this. I don't want that. I want that. Yeah, because you live in the United States and they literally push that out on you every day to actually care about what people think and how they view you and what they say on social media and this and that and that and that. All of these things that are of this world. All of these things are of this world. So I understand the pressures of oppression. Well, who cares? You understand? It's not about what people think, because guess what? People will always have something to say. You just have to be forward thinking. Forward thinking is looking forward. Don't look in the rearview mirror. Don't think about your past. Don't bring up what happened in a traumatic experience. Don't say what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if, what if. Because if you what if yourself to death, then you are going to overthink it. Then you're going to procrastinate, and procrastination is going to lead to you not even executing. Before you know it, 10 years is going to go by. Artificial intelligence is going to be even smarter than you are to this right now. And then you're going to have robots that are doing your job. So you're not even going to be able to do your job in 10 years. And then guess what? You're going to have like a 20-year-old that has literally came up and created the same exact business that you created, and they did it all through AI. And that's because you stayed in that cycle of insanity of what if this happens. That is not normal. The devil will come by and blind you to stop you from being able to reach your destiny and to stop you from you being able to, fulfill God's will. You better increase in discernment, understand when the devil is playing with your mind, and give it all up to the Lord. That's why I say business is more spiritual than it is practical. Business is more spiritual than it is practical. It truly is. You love to take care of others. Of course, that's profitable with the mission. Absolutely. Yep. I've always been like that type of person, a caretaker, things like that. All right, y'all. So yes, what if could be crippling. Yes, it's very crippling. Very crippling. Very crippling. Okay. That poor baby. Probably getting his haircut. Yes, what if, yeah, it's very crippling. You may think it's normal, but that's not normal. That's spiritual. I don't want to have that conversation. That's actually spiritual, friend. That is not normal. You are not supposed to be overthinking and what ifing yourself to death. And you might think, Shelby, you're overthinking it. It's not that deep. It's just that I'm in this state of mind. It's like I can't. No. You literally have something that is covering your eyes spiritually, that is like literally like a crowd over your pineal gland, allowing you to develop mentally. That is not normal. Prayer. Prayer of prophets. Do I need a certificate from Women Business Administration? No, you don't need it. You don't have to have it. It's optional. It's optional. It is optional. During these times of no diverse equity inclusion, it's just kind of like, what's the point? So no, you don't have to. And I wouldn't also try your best not to overcrowd yourself with tasks that will not bring in profits right now. because there are a lot of people that have came I've came across some clients that they are piling up so many busy work tasks. One of them is getting that women business certification and the minority business enterprise certification, knowing that there is no diverse equity inclusion opportunities in today's time during these political times with Donald Trump being the president. So why are you going to waste your time on a task that is not going to bring in profits? Let's focus on the task that you can do consistently that will be able to create awareness about your product and service, and also that will start driving in profits. Tasks like consistently posting on social media, tasks like reaching out to people through LinkedIn and actually partnering up with people, tasks like doing collaborations, tasks like going outside on the weekend to those farmers markets, or going to your local small business development center, or going to a business center and trying to figure out how can you partner up with your county, city, state, zip code, whatever the case may be, and try to offer your products and services at their next, job fair or whatever the case may be. Yeah, let's like focus on tasks that will actually help us develop in those areas. Because the more you keep piling on tasks, I need to do this, I need to do that, like, come on. I'm an Amazon seller and I need more funds to scale my business. Okay. Amazon gives out a $10,000 grant every month for business owners. And I don't know what that takes because I'm not an Amazon seller. You know what's so interesting? So, you guys know, if you don't know, I'm in Africa. I've been in Africa for about a year. I have not want I have not been thinking about coming back to the US at all. While I've been here, I've been investing into agriculture. I've been investing into agriculture with fruits, vegetables, and livestock. Livestock is cows, goats, rams, and all that good stuff. So one of the things that I wanted to sell through Amazon, right? Because Amazon allows you to have like a international sellers account where you can sell things and trade and export things from one country and sell to the United States. So I was going to sell hibiscus, right? Because hibiscus it grows very strong and very well here, and it's like the best I've ever had. Amazon's like their distribution fees and everything is so expensive that I found it more effective for me to bring some of my dry hibiscus over to the United States when I come and visit my family, and then go to different supermarkets, like pop supermarkets and restaurants that sell teas, especially like hookah lounges and stuff, and offer them like some really good hibiscus. You know what I'm saying? And dry goods, not just hibiscus, but other dry spices that I can bring over from Africa. Yes. Because of the tariffs, right? The tariff thing is a thing. And so I've found a cost effective way to be able to push through that. Doing business in the United States is so freaking expensive, it's ridiculous. And I feel for y'all. I really do. That's why I keep my prices as affordable as possible for y'all. But doing business in the United States is ridiculous. Me, what I did, I was disciplined enough and I sacrificed the last $1,000 that I made, and I left the United States off of that last $1,000. And I also used some of that money to invest whatever I could. Faith and determination. And it's not easy. I know y'all thinking like, well, everybody's not like you, Shelby, but honestly, I'm hoping that I'm being a good example because it is so expensive. It's so expensive. And even myself, it's a challenge to have to work to pay bills all the time, and then also wanting to scale your business and start a business. So what I did was I took the money that I made in income, that my earnings, though I didn't save, I took the last $1,000 and I left the United States. I left my $3,000 a month condo, everything in the store. I moved to Latin America. I was paying $700 a month for a 3-bedroom house. I bought me a dog and I lived there for like a year and a half. Yeah. Left there, came back, buried my grandma, went through the whole Hurricane Milton situation, and then now I'm out here in Africa. It's a 3-year journey. Y'all see me on live on you like on YouTube, live in effect. No, I'm not coming back to the United States because I know how expensive things are and how they're continuing to get expensive. And if I come back to the United States, that means I have to subscribe back to the oppression. I have to subscribe back to the working to pay bills. I have to subscribe to, or I have to subscribe to me working super hard to scale. And I like to scale organically. You understand? So I'm not like a person that's into street pharmacy or scamming on the computer. That's not me. I don't take those type of demonic shortcuts. So it's a challenge, and I understand that. I really do, because I'm a girl that left 3 years ago. When I got the calling, I left. And you've been procrastinating. It's costing you to continue to stay there in the United States. That's what I meant earlier when I said it's costing you. If you don't mind, what other categories people can invest for in business in Africa? You can invest in technology, international real estate, agriculture, oil and gas, gold, diamonds, infrastructure, and then all the other general stuff, hair, like beauty. You can sell modest clothing, so like those nice boo gowns people like to wear. Beauty, so those African body scrubs, African body soaps, things like that. Yeah, so those are some, just to name a few. And yeah, I'm investing into African body soap, right? Still haven't found the most creative way to get it there, but that, spices and agriculture, international real estate. I'm a partner of, I'm actually a founder of one tech company, and now I'm a partner to another tech company. So I'm invested into two tech apps. Um, yeah, and I was thinking about getting into fashion apparel, which is like those two-piece sets and nice gowns and stuff. So yeah, yep. And yes, I've been able to help some of my trusted clients that worked with me for at least like 4 to 5 years, that do have the means and the money to be able to invest. And yeah, I've helped them invest into real estate internationally, and they still live like in Virginia, Maryland. How much would you need to start, and how we gonna know if it's profitable? Well, that is your research, isn't it? Yeah, it takes you to do research. What I can tell you from my experience with agriculture and with my livestock, I spent $700 and I bought like what, 5 cows, 5 or 6 cows. 3 of them were small, and then the other 3 I can resell for Salah, which is a Muslim holiday, if you don't know. And the profits that I make back from that is going to be like $1,000. So like, let's say $300 profit. And then I use that same $1,000 to buy more cows. And you just keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it and keep saving. Yeah, that's it. So that's with agriculture. Also, depending on what you're doing in agriculture, if it's rice farming or something like that, you have to be mindful of the times. So yeah, it just all depends. It all depends on exactly what you invest in. That does take you to do research. But the people that I've helped them invest, I've helped them with real estate. I've helped them with agriculture, and so far, oh, and also apparel. So I've helped them with apparel. But yeah, but that's an investment that you would do, and you would also pay me to do the research for it. So those clients paid me like $10,000 to do that each. They're like, you can do a payment plan, but you know what I mean. I have to take the time out to go out, research, do this, do that, do this. Like, it's not, and I also have to take time out of my business to do that too. Right. So definitely do your research. It's not an affordable. It's for me to do it for you, work for you. That's not going to be something for like an affordable, you know what I mean? A thing that's like big bosses, big business. Okay. All right. So any last minute questions? I'm going to let you guys go because I got to go too. Anything else? I'm so happy that you guys decided to spend time with me on this great Monday. I hope you screenshot as much as you want as you could. Yeah, awesome. If I want to invest in Africa, are you going to be the responsible person for that? Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. I do all of the groundwork, but like I said, it's at least 10K for me to do that. What do you know about Nirvana? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about that. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I do. The clients that I have, as far as with investing in Africa, what they've done is they have paid me to also go to other countries like Ghana. So I am going to like travel to Ghana and meet up with some other people regarding real estate in Ghana. You understand? One couple wants to like get into like gold. Well, they're looking around gold, oil, and gas. So then it takes me to go to the right country in Africa that produces that at the most affordable rate with a great return. So all of that, I have to build their entire portfolio and proposal and what that looks like for them. So me doing the groundwork, yeah, you got to pay me to do it. And then once I'm done with it, as I'm going along, we're literally consistently talking on WhatsApp the whole entire time. And I'm prioritizing them because they didn't pay cheap money. You understand? So yeah, it's 10,000. Nikki says, "How much do I need to start?" If you want me to do it, it's 10K, but I don't know if you are trustworthy. So about they have been with me for like years, so I know that they're trustworthy. I know that the 10K, like they make no time, so it's not really a thing. It's just another investment for them. Right. So I'm very particular on who I bring in, and not just spectators, people who really want to do it. These clients, they every time I bring them a high ticket offer, they do it. No second guessing it because they know I'm trustworthy. It's not a hassle. You understand? With somebody who's using their last dollar, who's using their last like couple of dollars, and they really did never had from to begin with, that is a stressful client. I don't want that. I don't want that. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. All right, so I'm gonna let you guys go. Enjoy the rest of your day. I pray that all is well with you. And yeah, well, same time tomorrow. We'll be on here tomorrow, friend. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. Make sure you watch the replay, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Okay. Bye bye for now.